10 seasons of Strawberry Showdown. Wow. Now that's dedication. And after going through all your notes and highlights, I can see why this show has you hooked.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Barry, this cute strawberry hero defending the Garden Kingdom. Sounds pretty straightforward at first, right?
Right.
But you've flagged some interesting stuff that tells me it gets a lot more complex.
Oh, absolutely. Strawberry Showdown does a great job of setting you up with familiar stuff, but then flips it all around. You get pulled into this world with these crazy stakes, and the whole morality thing gets really complicated.
Okay, so let's get into it, huh? Season 1, it's got that classic hero's journey feel. What were your first impressions? Was it those little hints of something darker that got you?
Totally. Season 1 uses Citra Sensei's prophecy about the Harvest War to let you know that this isn't just some lighthearted adventure. Then, bam, they introduce the Carrot Clan and King Mold in Season 2, and it's like, okay, this is going somewhere big. It's way more than just good versus evil. It's like the creators knew exactly what they were doing right from the start.
And speaking of big, you said things take a turn in Season 3. Now, Blueberry's allegiance. Just from skimming your notes, I was shocked.
Okay.
Was it as big of a twist as it sounds?
Let me tell you, when they revealed Blueberry is working for King Mold in Season 3, whoa. It's a total game changer. You find yourself questioning everything and everyone. You have to rethink all the characters and what they're really about. It makes you realize this isn't just some random plot twist. It makes you think about loyalty and betrayal and just how blurry the lines between good and bad can be. You never know who to trust in Strawberry Showdown. It keeps you on your toes.
It's wild how a show can draw you in with crazy battles and interesting characters, but then really make you think about those big questions. You know, good and evil, right and wrong. From what I'm hearing, Strawberry Showdown doesn't hold back on the drama.
Absolutely not. And honestly, we're just getting started. Wait till we get to Season 4 and that whole Fruit of Destiny thing. Talk about intense.
Ooh, I'm ready. You mentioned Barry's destiny and some inner struggles, right? We're starting to understand the rules of this world, and I'm hooked. Bring on the drama. All right, so we're back, and I'm dying to know more about this whole Fruit of Destiny thing. It's got those classic shonen vibes, but knowing this show, I bet it's not that simple.
Oh, you know it. Season 4 does not disappoint. We finally learned what Citra Sensei was talking about.
So spill it.
Berry is the legendary Fruit of Destiny, right? Destined to either save the Garden Kingdom or completely destroy it. Can you imagine the pressure?
Whoa. No pressure, Barry.
I know, right? But the show doesn't just gloss over how heavy that prophecy is. We actually see Barry trying to wrap their head around it, wondering if they even have free will, and facing some really, really tough decisions.
See, that's what I love about Strawberry Showdown. It's not all flashy fights and stuff. It's about those emotional journeys the characters go through, especially Barry. Speaking of defying expectations, you mentioned a cost to beating King Mold in your notes. What kind of price are we talking about?
This is where the show really gets you in the feels. Remember the Golden Seed? That ancient artifact said to have unlimited power?
Yeah, how could I forget?
So, using its full power to defeat King Mold, well, it had a devastating cost. And the show doesn't shy away from showing those sacrifices. It reminds you that even in a fantasy world like this, actions have consequences.
Man, it sounds like Season 4 is a huge turning point, not just for the story, but for everyone emotionally, too. And I get the feeling the writers were just getting started, right? You mentioned Season 5 introducing the Orchard Kingdoms. What's up with this Grape Emperor, and how do they change things?
Oh man, buckle up, because Season 5 takes world building to a whole new level. We're not just in the Garden Kingdom anymore.
Ooh, things are getting interesting.
It's like, bam! We're thrown into this complex web of orchard kingdoms, each with its own ruler, culture, fighting style, the whole shebang. And the Grape Emperor, well, let's just say they live up to their name.
I bet.
Ruthless, ambitious, they want to rule all the orchard kingdoms, and they don't care who they have to crush to do it.
Wow. Talk about raising the stakes. I love how Strawberry Showdown can just expand its world like that, but you still care about the characters and what they're going through.
You got it. And just when you think you're starting to understand how things work in this new world, boom, another twist. Remember how shocked we were about Blueberry?
Don't even remind me.
Well, the cliffhanger at the end of Season 5 introduces another betrayal, and it's a doozy.
Wait a minute, are you talking about Applejack? Please tell me our favorite trusty sidekick didn't switch sides.
Let's just say the Applejack reveal at the end of Season 5 is like a masterclass in suspense. Total gut punch.
Oh man, the fan theories that must have blown up after that episode. That's what gets you hooked on Strawberry Showdown. It keeps you guessing, always questioning everyone and everything.
And that's just the beginning. Just wait until we dig into the core war in Season 6. That's when things go from epic to absolutely mind-blowing.
All right, you win. I'm hooked. See, this is why we do these deep dives, right? You uncover all these hidden layers, and you realize just how amazing a show like Strawberry Showdown really is. But I think we need a minute to process all this betrayal and suspense before we jump into the core war. Okay, we're back, and I gotta say, I'm still reeling from that Applejack reveal. Talk about a betrayal. Strawberry Showdown really knows how to keep you on the edge of your seat.
It's really something. They managed to pull off these twists without them feeling cheap.
Right.
Applejack's betrayal is such a gut punch because we've seen how loyal they are throughout the series. It's heartbreaking.
Absolutely.
And that makes the whole core war in season 6 even more intense.
Oh, definitely. Both strategically and emotionally.
Totally.
You mentioned Barry's court juice powers coming into play here. Sounds like things get pretty intense.
Oh yeah, season 6 is where it really hits the fan. The fate of everything is on the line as this core war explodes. You see these amazing displays of power, strategic alliances, and some truly heartbreaking sacrifices.
Your notes mention Kiwi's sacrifice. I have to say, I'm not ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
Strawberry Showdown is already playing with my emotions.
It just shows how good the show is at creating characters you really care about.
Oh, yeah.
Kiwi's sacrifice, it's rough, but it has an impact. You see just how high the stakes are and the kind of selflessness these heroes have.
It's true.
And even with everything going on, you still see hope, moments of redemption, that face-off between Barry and Applejack, one of the most powerful battles in the entire series.
Oh, I bet. So much emotion packed into that. Okay, but the Grape Emperor and this whole Orchard Alliance, they're not the only problem, right? You mentioned something about a pineapple and a cosmic mold. What is going on?
That's where things take a wild turn, like cosmic horror levels of wild. Just when you think the good guys might actually win, we find out the Grape Emperor is just a pawn.
You're kidding.
Controlled by this being, this crazy powerful being, the cosmic mold.
Wow. Cosmic mold, they weren't messing around.
Not at all.
So it goes from these battles in the garden to a threat to existence itself.
Exactly.
And somehow Strawberry Showdown makes it work. It's amazing how they blend all these elements.
And it works because even with all this craziness, the show never forgets what it's really about.
Yeah.
Courage, friendship, determination.
Exactly. Even against something as powerful as the cosmic mold, those things matter.
It's inspiring, really.
It is. And you mentioned those themes really come through in seasons 7 and 8. Interdimensional battles, teaming up with new characters like Manga.
Those seasons, 7 and 8, that's when Strawberry Showdown goes full-on epic. Massive battles across dimensions, fighting alongside these intergalactic warriors. Barry unlocks these new powers to fight the cosmic mold. They're visually stunning, too. You see how much effort they put into animating those fights.
Wow, I can only imagine. From what I'm gathering, Strawberry Showdown isn't just about the spectacle of it all. Seasons 9 and 10 seem to take a more introspective turn, right?
Absolutely. Once the battle with the cosmic mold is over, the series takes its time to deal with the aftermath. Season 9, it's a bit of a punch to the gut. You see the characters grappling with loss, trauma, trying to rebuild. It's powerful.
That makes sense. And that brings us to the final season, season 10. It's always nerve-wracking getting to the end of a series, hoping they stick the landing. So does Strawberry Showdown deliver.
It really does. Season 10 wraps things up perfectly. All those loose ends are tied up, and it stays true to what the show's about. We see Barry return, changed by everything, of course.
But they've been through a lot.
And there's this final challenge, right? It forces Barry to confront the legacy of the cosmic mold.
Oh, wow.
It's a bittersweet ending, that cycle of conflict. It's always there. But through it all, you see hope, you see resilience.
It's incredible to think that a show about a strawberry hero could be this deep. 10 seasons, tons of battles, enough betrayals to keep us guessing. After all of that, what do you want our listeners to take away from Strawberry Showdown?
That's a good question. I think Strawberry Showdown reminds us that even when things seem impossible, we have the power to choose who we want to be. It's those connections we make, the choices we make that really matter.
It's a powerful message.
It is. It's about courage, about hope, about the strength we all have inside, even if you're a fruit.
That's a perfect way to put it. And on that note, we come to the end of our deep dive into the wonderfully weird, surprisingly deep world of Strawberry Showdown. We hope you enjoyed the ride. Maybe this will inspire you to go back and rewatch or maybe even start the series for the first time. Whatever you choose for your next deep dive, we'll be here ready to break it all down. Until next time, happy watching.